mentioned about, which I'm going to spend a bit more time today, is about relooking at the vision and the business goals of your organization. Because what worked in 2018, 19, 1920 may not work in 2021 and beyond, right? Times have changed, the complete landscape has changed, the complete market scenario might change. The fact is, it's better to do a reality check now. The planning for next year or this current year has to be something very, very different. In the sense that what worked for you last year or the last 2 years or last 5 years is very unlikely to work for you this year. Right? The client segments that were giving business to you may suddenly have dried up. The market segments, the geography segments, the kind of buying patterns of the clients itself may undergo certain changes because they are also in a very different kind of a scenario. Right? It's a very volatile kind of an environment, very uncertain environment. And in these kind of situations, if we are not agile, if we are not nimble, if we are not proactive, we could get caught off guard once the first quarter and the second quarter of this year goes, and then suddenly you find that things are going nowhere near what is planned. Forget about growth, you might actually end up looking at a degrowth situation, and that could be quite a scary proposition, right? So one of the things that I recommend very clearly is that this is the time for you as a business owner or a leader with your core team, with your core leadership team, with your departmental heads, to actually start thinking about, is the vision of our organization clearly defined? Have we considered everything? Are we still living in that dream world that, look, things will continue the way it is? Quite possibly no. I mean, we may just have to revisit and redefine the vision of the organization, saying that, look, what worked for us will not work. We need to reinvent ourselves. So revisiting, reinventing are two key words, right? And this is not just your vision, this is your company vision, which means you need to involve the entire leadership team, right? And broadly, the way we did it with many of our clients was that once we revisited the vision, we also talked about what are the business goals that are most important. So one business goal, for example, could be about relooking at our product strategy to cover the target segments that we are looking for. Right? So product strategy becomes one critical element of the business goal. The second important thing could be in terms of market coverage. There could be certain markets that you are dealing with. It could be international markets, which may suddenly close down. There could be certain domestic markets. There could be certain segments of the market. It could be modern trade. It could be e-commerce. It could be that which could be either going up or coming down. Right? So your entire market coverage channel strategy is something that can be a goal by itself. Right? The third goal would really be about, I would say, customer experience. Right? This is the time when everybody is going through a trying time. Right? What will make you stand out from the crowd, assuming that you are in a very competitive kind of a industry, is that what kind of an experience have you given to the customers in the past? What kind of experience do you want to give to customers in the past? And if so, how are you going to gear up your internal organization to be able to support that customer experience? And the fourth point really is about employee experience. Right? These are challenging times. And if you do not treat your employees well, if you do not involve them properly, you don't engage them properly, you are not going to get the best out of them, right? They're going to be feeling insecure about their jobs, about their salaries, about their career. And as a leadership, I think this is a real test of leadership in terms of how do you make sure that they stay engaged? How do you make sure that they are fully aligned to the fact that the situation is different? They have to also change their style. They have to adapt in line with the changed market conditions, right? So that whole employee experience of, making them feel involved, making them feel a sense of belonging to that organization, and making them know that, look, they are all going to be critical to the success of the organization going forward. So I think these four business goals, one is about product strategy, the second point was about market coverage strategy, the third was about the customer or consumer experience, and the fourth is about employee experience. My request is that this is a good time to relook at these four business goals, which will help you and your team and your organization achieve a new vision that you're setting for yourself.